Good morning, everybody. How are we doing on this fine Saturday? Welcome to the channel. And if you're watching the VOD, please do me a solid. If you're enjoying the live series, please just give the video a like. It appreciates and helps the channel grow. And if you want to keep following, you can subscribe and you'll get all the new videos as they come. Uh, as you can see, so I got some gems from doing some of the Arbor missions, and I grabbed a couple more Ancient Shards. I uploaded those because it's a 2x this weekend. Well, gear is my priority. I did pull 2 new legendaries, so got the Rat King Nishak. I've never had him before. I'm keeping it. As I said, this account's staying free to play. These kind of champions, great to have, but we're not going to start using them till after the 30th day. So we've gotten really lucky. In total, we've gotten 3 legendaries. Nice group of epics too. Like getting a Geo is massive. Getting Ugo massive. Farrakhan. Like we've got some of the best epics in the game you can get. But again, we will not be using them until the 30th day. I've just been leveling up in the background. But we are pretty tapped out for resources for doing that. We've got 300 gems, give or take. I think we've gotten every void shard we can get from the campaign now at this point. So outside of like our clan boss team taking off, we are not going to be getting void shards anytime soon unless we get really lucky. We're still doing hard clan boss and getting 1 key as well into... Normally I was getting one into here. I didn't finish my clan boss keys yesterday. I worked really late, so unfortunately only getting this set of defensive healing gloves. And whatever's in here, a green chest defensive with attack stat, that's going in the garbage. But overall, when our keys refresh, we'll get in there. We do have to do the Arbor mission for, I think we're at 1.5 million is the one coming up. And still don't have Hydra open, which, I mean, we couldn't really do it too well anyway unless we use some of those newer champions, which, again, that's more like a day 30. That's a big transition for the account to be, like, jumping in there. We did unlock Iron Twins. I got to get that done today. And we are overcapped on energy from one of the challenges. Gave us, like, 50 or 70 energy or something. The dungeon still has 1 day left on Dragon. There's also a Dragon tournament on, so it's a good time to be farming there. I do still want to jump back into Fire Knight and get that done, but have not had the chance. The last couple days I've been working pretty late. But yeah, we Dragon 15. You know, the monster, the myth, the legend is just beyond us because it's a negative affinity for THOLIN. And the spider and the tournament dungeon, the event dungeon, have not been kind. I've done so many runs in there and still have not gotten a dwarven amulet. So THOLIN is still missing his 5th slot, and we still have not 6-star ascended him yet because we're waiting on that mission to pop up under the Arbiter, so we can ascend him and get credit for it because those aren't retroactive. We are on the 3rd string of Arbiter missions, so we're doing all right. We're doing all right for timing. Day 10, 11 roughly for the account. So we do get Deacon probably by the end of the weekend. I've got 2.5 levels left. We're level 42 going into 43. We are about 20% of the way, give or take. So just when I set up the food to farm while I'm gone to work this afternoon, I should get a level or 2. I've set up an auto, like I set RSL up to basically click it once every, like, I think I set it for 15 minutes, something like that while I'm gone. So just keeps using the live energy as it's regenerating. But yeah, couldn't be happier with where we are. If anyone has questions or wants me to focus on certain things, please feel free to comment or leave a question on any of the videos, and I will see them pop up. Okay, and back in there. Stop. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good long weekend. In some places, it's Father's Day this weekend. There's some music festivals, things like that going on. So if you're going to any of that, enjoy yourselves. Have a great time. I know there's some rough things going on in the world right now. So if you're in those areas, I feel for you. And if you're in safer areas, please take full advantage of that. We've got four or five 4-star chickens left to get. There is a champ training tournament going on for the weekend too, so it's part of the fusion. So we should have our friend Tagoar there either tonight or tomorrow morning, 6-starred, and then we will have to get on road to getting the chickens ready for getting Deacon, because I'd like to 6-star him immediately. I believe we have 2 epic books in holding. We can get another one from the Dungeon Diver that's on right now. So, and also highly suggest doing the Dungeon Diver, as there is a Void Shard at the end of it, and you're going to get some tournament points. We did get THOLIN's 1-star soul so far for the path they have going. I put Smite on him just to get some more clan boss damage out. Haven't gotten to test it yet though, so my key should be like resetting within like the next hour, so be able to jump in and do that. You know what? Let's give 15 a shot. See if we can do it. I'll get some music on in a second as well. Okay. I'm sorry you can hear the fan in the background. It's very hot here today, so I've got the fan going for myself and the cats just to keep it a little bit cooler. And let's go to... And Coco's letting everyone know it's the morning. There we go. Okay, White Bat Audio, brought to you by, this is some just synthwave in the background. Alright, there we go there. It's gonna be interesting to see what he can do. I hope I can land a smite, but I might not have the accuracy. THOLIN's accuracy and his resistance, I do need to go up. Same with his defense. So we landed our weakening. Coco, enough! Well, enjoy my kitty cat in the background. But she's squawking. Okay, so we did land Smite. Hopefully that lets us push past this, because I think the next one is either Void or Magic Affinity. We started getting Marag her masteries too, so just for one of the missions for Arbiter. To get the tier 2 ones unlocked. This might be by skin of teeth. Alright, nice. Okay, that's worth keeping. And unfortunately 2 flat stats, but if it hits the accuracy, it's worth keeping for now. I don't know if GALEK here is worth keeping around. He's not getting the damage out he needs to, and Fane too, she went down pretty quick. I might rotate in. I think we're alright. So it's Void Affinity. Kokopi, you're fine. Stop barrel rolling the wall. So my last short I put up as well. Some didn't like it. I added a clip of Ghostbusters. Apparently that didn't go over well, so keeping that in mind for next time. I still gotta put the clips up from pulling, because we pulled, I pulled the ancient shards individually, so we pulled 4 and then hit on, I think it was ancient number 34 that we hit Norog, the pig, and then immediately after that we hit, like within 5 shards, I think we hit Meshach, so it was very welcome, and then we hit Ugo on the last one. So just very lucky. But again, those are added benefits to the account, but they are things we won't be using until the 4th day. Hoping we can do this dragon. This is Dragon 16. We're just trying to push the dungeons from where they're sitting. As you can see, Thorin is a boss. He can just solo these at this point. The only ones that give him trouble are the negative affinity. And he's only got a ring for accessories. He doesn't have an amulet or a banner yet. He is sitting in wait for better gear to come along, so hopefully that can get done today. I only have 1,000,000 silver right now, so I can't really do a full re-gear. Yeah, I gotta just take Fane out. She does not stand the test of time. She's not tanky enough. I need to get better gear on her as well. Fane, GALEK, and Mausoleum Mage all need to be re-geared. Tagoar is about half re-geared right now. He does deserve to have another 3 or 4 pieces. Hoping from running faction wars over the weekend that I'll have enough resources to go back into the forge and make some better pieces. Because the ones we're getting from campaign or from the dungeons, just not working out. We're not looking out here. I've barely gotten any epic or legendary pieces. Ooh, that hurt. He's got to finish this wave before Tagoar might kill him. Okay. And now we're the stronger affinity here, so we should at least be able to do this one. This is Dragon 17. If you're interested in playing an account starting, you can only get THOLIN for free with the Dragon Slayer promo code during the month of June, as far as I understand. So I've included in the description of the stream the starter links. They're from a streamer named Volkin, and a couple other streamers use them as well. But I paired them together with each legendary that would better suit. You can also still get Supreme GALEK as well with Supreme 6, as far as I understand. So that's overall, he is the better option, but THOLIN's a close second. Alice as well is available. They are in the description below if that interests you. There it goes. That's a nice set of gauntlets there. Okay. Let's actually take a look at our game always wants you to buy something. Let's take a look at our newer resources. So we did get a legendary piece here. Good for a support. There's the gloves we just grabbed, so that's awesome. This has 2 good stats on it, so hopefully when it rolls into one of those. There is an artifact enhanced with about a day left on it. We got some retaliate gloves. These are the login ones for, I think we're 4 days out from getting our next daily login champ. Yeah, so we are on day 3, so we got 4 days left to get, what's his name again? Jizzo. And otherwise we're doing alright. The passes here, we've completed this one. So the Rector Draft Pass is complete. We didn't pay for it or anything, so these rewards are new to us. And then the Forge Pass, we have, just to give you an idea how easy it is to complete this, we've already got 6 of the challenges. This is the second day it's been available. Did one of these right now. The first one, I think you need 20 to level it up, and then all the rest after that are 10. So we should have some more fragments there to make some more artifacts in the forge, getting more forge materials too. We won't craft anything until we have some of these epic ones again. As you can see, if you do pay for it, you get a lot more forging material down there. It's up to you if you want to do that. Getting it earlier, in my opinion, is better than later. In the events here, there's a lot going on this weekend. Another gear enhance starting up. Dungeon Diver currently going. Champ training still on for 2 days. Demon Slayer Titan events got 2 weeks on the clock. As you can see, we finished the first page. We're going to be onto this page now. I'm hoping to at least get the 3-star soul. I'm really going to push to try to get to 5. I just don't know if we can do it as free to play. Going to give it a shot though. At least getting the 4th page artifact would be huge, the relic, sorry. And we finished her conquest there. What place did we finish in? So we finished in 6th. Got some gems, which are welcomed. And over here, the dragon tournament just started. We are in nowhere near the top. As you can see, people are grinding right now because it's a 2x speed gear on the dungeon. And over here we have an arena tournament finally started. I was wondering when there'd be an arena tournament for him. So right now you can get a lot of his, you can at least get 2 more of the epics. 3 if you really push for the weekend as free to play. Champ Chase, this is as far as we're going to get. We got really lucky getting those 2 legendaries in the epics we did. So that's where we're sitting. We cannot get more points than that unless I open the void shards. So I don't think us getting this soul, we don't have this champion, but getting the soul for him, I just don't think it's in the cards. It would be nice to finish with the 6-piece set though. And 500 more points, I might push for it if we get enough mystery shards, just to, because that's a large chunk of the 2nd page. It's just pumping out the deals. Over here, finishing up our dailies monthly. I missed 2 of the monthly, like the daily completions, so this is 2 days behind as a heads up. Weekly, we're 2 days in, number 3 to get another ancient shard. And advanced quests, try to do as many of these as you can. It might not be possible to do all of them, but it's always worth it to get a couple more gems, get some more energy. Usually there are mixing potions, things of that regard. Faction Wars today, we have Lizardman open, and the Dwarf Crypt. So Dwarf Crypt, we did finish the boss there, try to get this stage done. Give this a go. I don't know, there's no gear on these guys here. I don't want to taint the crypts by using the epics right now. I want this to be just, what we grab from mysteries, ancients. All the shard champions are represented by number 1 and 3, and then all the champions we've gotten from campaign, or not campaign, from the campaign locations, and from the game itself as either login or as, what's the word I'm looking for? As login or as rewards, we've labeled with the number 2. So I think there's both, like Marag is one of the ones labeled by the number 2 because she's a player and play point reward. you get 12 to 18 play points a day. There's a promo code for 500, and you get another 500 from completing the notification. It's the notification or account linking to your player play login, and you'll get 500 from there. So you get 1,000 off the bat, and then you get a couple from rewards as well right now through some of the events. So that was how I was. Usually you won't get her till the end of the second week or mid-third week, but I got her a little bit earlier just because of the extra points they give you. We got 3 stars on the last dungeon, or last floor, which was great. THOLIN should be able to get through a couple of these by himself. We're more doing this for the crafting materials right now, because these materials here are for the forge, and the runes are great too, but these here for the forge, and we want them for crafting new artifacts, because we need these epic ones to do the 5 to 6 star pieces. We don't have any legendary materials yet to do the 6 star, so these we can really only forge 4 to 5 star, but if we get lucky on the rolls, we can still get some decent pieces. We've already gotten 3 pairs of, to give an example, we've already gotten 3 pairs of 6 star boots out of there. And that's just because the game gives you a couple of materials off the bat. I believe one other dungeon I was able to, I think the orc dungeon, I was able to push into the boss. Okay, so to get the other, you can get 6 more keys for faction wars each day, and for me to do that, so I got the rare book down there. As you can see, as you're completing faction wars, you're going to get extra rewards down here, so really suggested. Going to get another ancient shard too, maybe you can get that today. If I can do both of these and push them a bit. And over here, we're going to go to 3v3 arena and refresh and hope some easy teams are in here. Now these 60s might not be easy, they're easy to these guys, but they are not. People are trying to put up weaker teams to grind points, because this is one of the coalition events, like this one here. So those are kind of pages we're looking for to get the maximum number of enemies killed, while also it being easy to complete. It just depends if you're trying to climb up to the next stage in 3v3 arena, or if you have stronger attack teams so you're gaining more medals than you're losing. But we might have to wait for another team like that to pop up. I'm barely stronger than this here, and then she might be a pain because she keeps putting on killable on herself, so I might be able to beat the first 2. I have to wait and see. The one fun thing of doing a free-to-play account, or as a secondary, like a referral account kind of thing for your main, getting champions like Mariah, you might not use her off the bat anyway, or maybe you've outgrown in your mind using her, but she's definitely one of the best dwarf epics in the game. And I didn't realize her A1, for instance, just ignored shields, and then her A2, like the ally attack she has on her A3 and her A2 abilities, like all the, like her strengthen kit and everything, and retaliating. She seems like she's just built to keep attacking. Like it's, you know, she's an awesome champion. I'm excited to build her. One of the traps you can fall into with a free-to-play account is trying to focus. You can play the game however you'd like, but you might fall into trying to build too many champions at once. It is better to focus on getting your first few 6-star champions so you can really push clan boss. That is suggested. Again, it is up to you. So like if you did want to, you know, if you did start with the same or similar champions that I did, and you want to push, you're deciding like, hey, you know, clan boss, eventually I'll get there, but I want to keep pushing dungeons, or I want to keep pushing factions and stuff. Or you're just keen on keeping all your champions within like the same level group, getting Tagoar and Mausoleum Mage and your support champions to 50 or 60, you can do that as well. Some people like to do that. Others like to just go hard and push right to getting, you know, your first big support up to 60 after your main damage champion, and then doing another support after that, or another damage champion, vice versa, and continuing down that road. It's all in your hands, it's up to you. I don't even know what this legendary does. The one that's for like the face. This guy here, I've never seen this one before. They've been putting out a lot of new ones lately, so. And I've been just getting dupes on my main for the last like 6 months, so I don't, not been lucking out with the new champion. I think the newest one I got was, what's his name? He's, I'll go look in the index in a second, but he's high elf. He does the GALEK attack after reviving with like a 75% heal. Prisma, high shield Prisma. So this guy here, High Keeper Prisma, sorry. So I just got this guy in my main a couple months ago, and he is pretty amazing. I've only just started using him. So his increased attack, perfect fail, 75%. He's like, I think next to Raglan, this is one of the best revives in the game. It's a single target though, not multi. And the ally with the highest crit damage joins with your attack. And he does like it's a random number, but 35% more shield. Gets an instant turn effect. I haven't booked him yet, but I'm excited to see what he can do. He has an interesting kit. And then he's got all this going on. Alright. I'm gonna use some gems to refresh this because I do want to get the keys if possible, but it's looking like we're not looking at it. As you can see, my defense is not crazy, so I don't know if people aren't attacking me. Only 4 people have attacked me, so that's part of the problem. Not getting attacked. Try to make it easier for them. Can't make it any more easier than that, so. Going in here, there's nothing here on this page we can beat. Oh, I'm sorry. I misspoke, there's this team here. Curious if anyone out there is enjoying the game, the events in the game right now. I know some people are upset with the point totals needed, but also, so if you didn't see on Reddit or the other content creator channels, this event and the way they did this Titan event really upset a couple of people, just because it changed how they would have done the fusion, and then pairing it with this Champ Chase tournament with this 5-star soul. No one really knew this was going to be in there, and they've done this in the past, but just the stacked THOLIN events on top of all of this, there's a lot of people who are just pointing out like it was kind of a bad taste because people probably would have waited to fuse their epics. Some people already fused THOLIN early. They might have pulled one of the epics, and then now they're realizing like, oh, like, you know, they've gotten less points now, or they're not able to complete things like this because of it. Or they've got to grind and put more resources in. So overall, yeah, it's depends where you stand, but we still haven't unlocked the mine or any of the Guardian Red slots. I'm gonna wait till I'm in the final stretch of the Arbiter missions to do that. Probably get some of the Lizard Thing crypt done while we're waiting. got 3 bog walkers to choose from, and then we have Metal Shaper here as a support. Do want to keep him alive. I still want to use Great here. I unfortunately didn't get lucky on the rolls on the Relentless set there. I don't think there's any 4 pieces we can put in this, so we'll put it in now. These gloves. Need accuracy. Not too much throwaway down here yet. Back up here, and let's put some random pieces from these first 2 sets. We want to level him up as well a little bit. The Voipers here. Is that enough? Yeah. I just want to get through the first few stages. You don't need to hard commit anything to Faction Wars early. Just getting the early stars to get some rewards is great, and then you can go back to it later on. If anyone watching is wondering why I'm not using those epics, it's just because they, I don't want to, even though they were free to play shards, like shards I got during this 2 time, like there's so many events and stuff going on right now that are really big ramp or boost to the things you normally would get. I just want to wait 30 days, so 20 more days will all of a sudden kick into using those. But until that point, just trying to use rares, things like you normally have, meeting from progression, like rares like these that you're getting from that campaign. Roll these up. As you can see, I'm also completing some missions doing this, and this will also give me points for the artifact enhancement. Scratch that, I think that starts tonight. I don't remember if there was one going on. There's so many events in the game going on. I threw up a poll if you want to say if you're enjoying the current game events or not. We're getting 2 of these guys. Okay, and fortunately got to do this full filter again. So this here, filter for the game, you can filter by stars, type of champ, or the rarity of the champion, the type of champion, or its main stat, factions, auras, the buffs they do, the debuffs they do. You can also tag them. So if I'm looking for champions who got shards only, I can click that. I can look for champions doing that campaign. Champions here for mystery shards, I think is what build for this. And then favorites are the main 5 champions for Clan Wars, which we've only gotten 4 of so far. And who else do we have? Because Because I've got 3 attackers, 1 support, I might bring in 2 of these guys. They are defense-based. If you were getting double output there, I do apologize. You do want to try to be double dipping so normally I would only be doing these upgrades during an event, but with energy refilling we want to just always be doing something in the game if possible. So that should be enough that we can jump in there and get the first few stages clear. Okay, and we want to use the speed lead and go. If anyone has questions, feel free to ask in the chat. We'll jump right back into THOLIN once we're done with the keys here. For those just joining, we're just doing some faction wars for the day. Current crypts open are Lizardman and the Dwarf. If anyone's looking to start a new account, the links are in the description for doing either, you can choose 3 different referrals, you could also choose three or four different promo code champions. All the information is down in the description. If you're wondering what I'm doing right now, this is Faction Wars area of the game, and it gives you runes and crafting materials for the Forge. And these are the earlier stages, so they're easier to complete. So just as you're pulling shards, you'll get uncommon rare champions. You can kind of just level up a little bit and throw in here with some gear, and they'll be able to complete the earlier stages for you. Down the road, you'll get epic champions and rare champions, or even rare champions themselves that are better suited for Faction Wars, like Metal Shaper here and Cagebound. Both are great for Faction Wars. This is a champion, Skullsworn, you can get from the campaign. And all I did was level up their couple of pieces of random gear to 8, and I've just thrown them in here. And so far we've 3-starred the first 3 floors. Now that we're at the 6th floor, we might start running into problems, like they might be able to start killing our champions. We could choose to upgrade their gear to 12, or just accept the 1-star. Like right now, we'd only be getting 1 star for completion. We are doing this for the Forge materials, so as long as it completes, we can come back here later, a week or 2 later, and reapproach, defeating Get the 3. From main account clan boss today, I got a pair of legendary bag gloves sold, some brews, some nightmare, did not get any shards or books, sadly. And from ultra nightmare we get same thing. Wow, it's a dry day. Probably the worst chest opening I've had on clan boss. I didn't get a single book, didn't get a single shard. One star there. I don't know if we can do the boss. I can give it a go, but our champion's we just lost a couple here, so not sure. As you're going further down, you're going to get better materials. These are all rare. We'll get epic materials past this point, and I believe it's so just stage 13 is where you kind of want to get to, because you can start getting legendary materials just before you do this boss. The bosses are slightly different. They have these little icons up here. So you can go to certain websites if you want to know the information for these, or just dive in and see what they do. as you can see, as you're completing Faction Wars, got a 3-star chicken for free. Next one, we'll get an Ancient Shard. We do need 3v3 Arena to get the mission done that we can... I don't know if it's wins or if I just need to fight in it. I believe it's just fighting in it. We might not win here because these guys are geared, so fingers crossed. I know we'll win the first one, but I don't know if we'll win the other two. So there we go. We're not going to win this last one, but we won 2 of 3. The game has been laggy the last few days, so I don't know what that's about on their end. Okay, and there we go. We got the event done, so we got the extra 6 keys here. I believe only THOLIN and the one rare dwarf here, or these two, sorry, have gear on, and THOLIN, I don't think the other two have, they don't have any good gear on anyway. So I'm just pointing out, he's basically doing hard carry. As long as he can kill these waves in the first 3 turns, the other ones will survive because of the shield, that blue icon that's above their head, but if that shield wears off, they're going down. And there goes 1, so there goes the 3-star. Now I could stop this run and we could try to redo it, but now he's completed it. Getting a nice chunk of forging materials there. So what I could do here is I could do this one, or I could choose to redo one of these and just try to get 3 stars. I'm just going to keep plowing forward though, because if we finish this one here, we can get legendary materials. We have a chance to. So next time the Dwarf Keep comes around, we can just go right to stage 13 and grind there. We want to kill this guy in the end because he puts Unkillable on. Luckily, he put it on the champion in the middle there, who's a reviver. It is tight for me to... Ooh, I did not heal enough, so we can try this one again. That is the benefit, is you don't lose the keys unless you pass it, so you can keep just retrying. And if for any reason you can't beat a certain floor, you can just go back to the previous floor and then grind the rest of your materials there. Part of why he's having a hard time with this floor as well to point out is most of the champions in here are Void and Spirit Affinity, which is his negative affinity. They also have a reflect damage buff there, which does a lot of damage back to me. So on this, what I could be doing differently is the reflect damage buff. I could be choosing to use my A3 instead if it's up, which is, or my A2 rather, it's a single target. But the way THOLIN's built and how his kit works, he just keeps counterattacking and has a chance to use extra hits. That's the benefit to him, but it also, if they have reflect damage up, he can take himself out if he's not over healing. So this Warden in the middle, that's who's putting the reflect damage buff on. There's two of them. Yeah, and his counterattacks there are what did him in. I was trying to attack less, but when he's set up to just keep firing off his attacks, it's looking like this one's, I don't know, we might be able to brute force it. I could try and re-gear him a little. I think I can put a better weapon on him. So he just got provoked there, if you didn't see. So overall, this reflect damage will kill me. And there's no target here that doesn't have it, so it's gonna die again. Go for broke. She revived. But that was the best shot I had at trying to survive it. So what we're gonna do is go into THOLIN here. He doesn't have a level 16 weapon on. Let's see if there's other like a weapon with better stats available. We're overcapped on crit rate, that's why I wasn't going to grab that piece. Hopefully this gives crit damage, it's HP. I just want him to be a little more survivable. So right here we're going to lose 1 speed, but a couple resistance is unfortunate. But it does get 90 more defense. That cost 820,000 to get to 16. And you got crit rate, and then you can go in here and I can put some of these runes. This is what we're getting from Faction Wars, so beneficial for sure. I'm gonna hold on to the better runes though, save for legendary pieces. Just let them keep building up. We're going to try and tank him up just a little bit. So I could put this ring on, it's a lot more defensive, or oh, these are high elves. These are the only dwarf accessories I have right now. I could 6-star him and get this, but Don't want to have to redo that later on. Right, so 10 come up a bit more, we would lose 300 attack. We'd drop him down to 3,300 attack. But his defensive stats are decently increased. So yeah, Garanhans doesn't started yet. And outside of that banner, haven't gotten any more points. Ones I have are arena battles and energy for ice golem for the repeatables I have today. So I have 2 champions that I was bringing in there that have no gear on. I can't roll any gear up for them, but I can at least equip them. Give it a go again. I left to go get a coffee there. Nice, it completed. Awesome. We did still only get epic materials, but... Oh no, I misclicked. So that's why it worked. My bad, my bad. We didn't do 13 today. We got one more 2-star run, so we can do one of these ones here. I could take a run at redoing the boss. I don't think it'll matter much. I don't think we can get the extra 2 stars here, but we'll see. It would have been a week ago that I did this one, so... So on this boss, the supports heal and put a block damage buff, and right now he has a block buff or block debuff, and he had block damage. THOLIN might be able to kill him now as long as he. Okay, no, I was trying to stop it there. Well, I think I could have, if I would have just leveled up these guys, I would have got the 2 extra stars. Unfortunate. But you gotta be quick to shut auto off. Okay, and we'll go back into Lizardman here. We can let it try to do the boss. I don't think it'll complete, but give it a go and find out. That's a big glaring no on beating the boss. Couldn't even get past the waves there. So what you can do in that case is just go here and use your keys to get more runes. I think the music finished there. I'm just going to restart the playlist. For some reason it failed. I'm wondering if it's the retaliate. Because we've already beaten this. Yeah, I wonder what the deal is. We had already beaten this with this lineup. sake of just getting the farming done, I'm just going to drop a difficulty and do this one. If there's any fans of Path of Exile as well, this weekend has the new league for Path of Exile 1 just started. It is kind of looking like it's the end of the Atlas storyline. 3 new bosses, and they spent about half a year, 8 months or so making this one. So it's a big update. It looks like it's finishing up Zana's storyline as well, and you're kind of saving her from the Atlas. So we'll do this one last run, then we're going to jump to campaign a bit to get enough silver so we can go into the forge and make some artifacts. Alright, stop leveling those guys up. Let's get some food in there. I was just leveling them up for the future. Countdown 20 days until we start using other champions. When you're going to jump into the forge, you need about 50 to 100,000 silver to start crafting artifacts. So that's why I'm just doing an extra couple of runs just to make sure. I just want to start out doing 10 pulls if possible. I don't even know if I've got enough materials now, but I should have enough to do a few. Okay, so we can do 31, we can do 10 and 4. Sadly, so I'm not going to do these lower ones, but we are going to try and make the 4 pieces here. So that's unfortunate, hit flat stat, but for now we keep it. There we go, guys. Speed boot is a 4-star, but that's a usable piece. And a second set of boots that's flat stat, so that's more like a faction war piece. I'll use this rarity charm. You don't always win the lottery here in the forge. Like, that piece would have been better in perception, but didn't get perception on that one. You want more defensive stats on this set. And a flat stat, that's unfortunate. The Righteous, we have rare material, but we're still waiting on getting some epic ones. And like I said in here, you need the legendary ones. You won't get this till level 48 on the free-to-play side of things. You have to pay for it if you want to get them earlier. Okay, we can jump into arena maybe and get a nice energy refill, get our daily missions done. Now we've dropped it a gold 1 to silver 4, unfortunately. So this is what happened through the night. That's our arena team, but this is the night. Gold 1, you're going to be facing a lot of higher level accounts. Like, some of these accounts are within range. We got a level 73. I guess most of them are within the same level as me. And we got... Now that Wither team is a good example of where you get baited. She will continuously heal herself usually, and it's just like a cycled defense, so unless you have high accuracy heal... actually, he might have the gear to do it. This champion can be because she just constantly heals herself, so she can be a nightmare as a defense. Just constantly full healing herself like that. She doesn't do much damage, so I can just keep focusing on attacking. These are the buffs right now that I'm putting on. This is what I mean about her ability. I think it takes if I remember right, if she has debuffs on, then she turns them into heal. I'd have to look her up, but I can open her up just so people can read and see. But she's gonna be a pain in the neck to actually kill. These other 3 aren't damage dealers, so if I brought Thane and other damage dealers in here, we might have been able to kill her a bit faster, but there we go. Just needed him to proc his crit. She's dead. Now, this is the guy I just got, Nishak. He might be really fast, and he drops bombs, so he might just outright kill us, and he does. We are dead. I could have fought that team at the bottom, but better just to keep going forward looking for these easier teams to beat. There is an arena tournament going on right now, so hopefully there's more of these one-man defenses in arena. Much easier to grind medals. As you can see, other people didn't get the memo, so to speak. Sometimes you get like a team like that. You'll start just re-seeing teams from the same people. Usually, when you're like I'm 50 points away from going up the next bracket, so I might just keep seeing the same players. I might be able to beat this, but they have an ally attack. If they get it together, then that might kill me. If you have Loki, as a reminder, there are some other YouTube videos out there of him being able to he can one-man the current faction wars, or not faction wars, the current coalition boss, the current event dungeon. So can Monkey King, but Monkey King does need a team of setup. He can do it in 6 seconds. It's kind of crazy. At a like 90% rate. A streamer named Boozer has a video about that. You do need very specific champions to set them up, or at least champions with certain abilities. And he has to be geared in a very certain way. Okay. This will be a longer fight. But the battles, now that this is on the bottom row, it gives me more arena tournament points and resources. You can still get the same amount of medals, but you'll get more arena XP to go up to the next level. That was a lot easier than last time. So what I mean by that is, see, this is +7, and as you go down here, you're getting +11, +10, +12. Might be able to do this one. So Alice's friends there are 2 of the better supports in the game. That's Taragi the Frog and Ugo. One point. Robbery. good counter to her is a champion like Geomancer or anyone that could purge debuffs. Mishinaki is another option, as Mishinaki is the strong affinity versus her as well. Could be a different player that this has the same one with her defense, because this one's a lot harder to kill than this one. Volko, who we beat before? No, so yeah, it's another player. Finally got back into Gold 1, now we'll try and win some battles to stay. The funny thing is, when you're in the Gold Leagues, it's all of a sudden a lot easier than Silver 4. Just staying in here is a bit more difficult because people will pick you out for being lower level. That's kind of funny. They put him. They put him in a protection set. Now this is a battle example of like by the power, she either has high resistance or she's a lot stronger. So don't want to just jump into that one. As long as we're faster than Kale, we should be able to kill him. The reason I'm doing refreshes versus waiting, by the way, is I'm going to limit to how many I spend, but at the same time, it's just because I need to have like 100 extra points here as like a buffer zone to stay in Gold 1. Otherwise, like when I come back in 15 minutes, half an hour, I'll be out of it. This one, and then that's it. Now this Arbor's got better gear on than the last one. We should be able to win through just throwing feature down. So when you're a lower level account as well, because again we're on day 10, you do get easier tournaments and events for the most part. Just the point values is what I'm talking about. So right now we're in first place, but we'll easily get the rare here. We've got some energy refill as well. Also, just want to point out again, if you're doing events like this, when you see rewards like this one, you do kind of want to go for them as best you can. The quartz is very, it gives you primal shards. They're like an upgraded ancient shard. You have a 1% chance to get a legendary, which is the 2 times chance for ancients, and you have a 0.5% chance to get a mythical, so don't expect that to go off. The mercy's pretty high. You can see them here. After 200 summons for a mythical, without a mythical, you get 10% increase. But yeah, it's a rough go. Getting 200 mythicals takes you, like, on a free to play, you're looking at like a year and a half. So just keep that in mind. Ancients. Right now, that's a 2 times rate. As you can see, for the primals, they're near the exact same as the base rate. But every 3 months or so, you'll get a primal 2x event. You have a strong chance to get epic champions, and then you get a 2% chance at legendaries, and 1% chance at mythical. And you got to be careful with them too, because they don't always give you that percentage across the board. They sometimes just do 1% increase on the mythical, and then they won't do the other side, and then they'll just do the epic and the legendary, but not the mythical. So it's a sneaky shard the way they handle those. But we had an ancient to open, so we'll pop that, see what we get. Oh, we got a rare from Mystery Shard. That's a lucky one. So that's 2 champions for Sylvan Watchers. We need those for factions. And during our 2x, do we get an epic? Can we get lucky? Nope, we get a rare. Remember, he's part of the Rousing Fusion. As you can see, we've got a couple of the Rousing Fusion champions now. We could level up these ones this weekend, and then get another 250 points for the champ chase. Here, haven't gotten these ones. This is the champion I thought we just got, but it's not the case. We also can do go into campaign, get a War Maiden. We still don't have one, but if we can get 2 of them, we can fuse this guy for the weekend too. We just have to get these other champions from campaign too, so that could be a focus tonight for me when I get in from work. Because that'll be 250 points. If I fuse Broadmaw, getting these uncommons from Mystery Shards, and then get these 2 you can get from your clan medals. Though I can't get enough medals for this weekend to do this, so my options are to get 250 here, and then when you fuse this guy here, you'll get another 10 or whatever, and then we can fuse him by getting these champions from the campaign. We can get another 250 points, so that's 500. That'll give us that 120 of the event points right here. So that's the 500 points for 400. We only need 480 and change or 478, but we can get those right there. And then that way we don't have to open our void shards. We can hold on to those for a 2x. Okay, so on Sunday night, we should get one more ancient to open. So again, hope we get an epic out of that one. And we're halfway now to level. We should be able to get to level 9 tomorrow, or on tonight on the reset. Let's see if there's any ancient shards in here. There's not. Level him up. What is this Doom Tower? What am I doing? So Doom Tower just reset. We had done 3 floors of the last one. So yeah, Doom Tower just reset. We had done 3 floors. Let's take a look and see how far we can get on normal here. You should do Doom Tower as much as you can. Again, we're only on day 10, so us getting too far in here is not likely. Doom Tower will give you a lot of rewards towards your forge, as like rarity metals, that kind of stuff. It also will give you forging materials. It'll also give you, if you're able to beat the secret rooms or the bosses, it'll give you materials to make Doom Tower boss weapon sets. As well, you'll get special rewards like shards or books, the higher up the tower you can get. We're just gonna see how high we can get here. I'm not sure if we'll be able to do the boss. This is an easier Doom Tower. The hardest one just finished with the Dark Fae. Next, I don't know if it's this rotation or the next one will have Bommel and the Scarab in it. They can be harder for people because sometimes you need Destroy Gear to beat the Scarab or champions that destroy max HP, and you have to have shields to stay alive in it. One stage away from the boss, and I don't know if we'll get there. The last, the Dark Fae one, we only got 3 stages in, so. Dynamic duo here might be able to get to the boss. I just don't know, Dan, if we can. I don't know if it's the Griffin or which rotation it is. So it's Magma Dragon for the first one. One thing that does drive me nuts whatever reason, Raid keeps resetting your wave teams. So every time the Doom Tower resets, any team you had saved, or that was doing the Doom Tower, they've reset it to scratch. Your boss teams are saved though. But you can go into the team setup and save your wave teams there, if that helps. So nice, it does look like we'll be able to kill the Magma Dragon, so we can get some gear from him. So energy here is our bonus reward, and then this is the forge material to make his gear. Now, we can't go further in the Doom Tower, but we can run this 5 more times. We also could have opted to do the secret room. I just don't believe we have enough champions or gear to even attempt the secret rooms right now. The normal ones give you 3 or 4 factions usually, or like scenarios to complete. Hard is usually like, beat this with rare champions from X faction, beat this with epic champions from Dwarf faction, that kind of stuff. So hard ones are a lot harder. I don't think we can get epic materials from the first floor dragon, or the stage 10 dragon. But if we do get further up, I believe we can get a few of the rare materials, or the attempt to. Overall, we'll just keep getting some of these, the rare ones. If I remember right, his set is attack percent and crit rate on a 2-piece. Once these runs finish, we'll jump into the forge and craft some artifacts, see if we get lucky, as it is all chance-based. Alright, let's dive into the forge. Alright, so because this is only a 3 to 4 star option, I'm not going to use any of the materials, but just to show you, this is how you would. You can increase the rarity with these ones. And then for some of the ones I have here, like I need some gauntlets, and I want them to have speed, or an attempt at speed. It'll try and increase it. And because this is a special set, I might try and keep some of these, but it all depends how they roll. So that's a decent set of gauntlets. We'll probably sell those. These are good for faction war champions. It's just like set fodder basically. Like all these flat stat pieces we aren't going to keep. We can put them on faction wars for now. And again, here's the bonus from the set. Sorry, I didn't mean to close that so quickly. So 15% attack per 2 pieces and 5% crit rate. So you can put 6 pieces of this on eventually, and you'll get 45% increased attack damage and 15% increased crit rate, which helps really fill out your stats early on. Some of these Doom Tower sets are better early than they are late. This one's good early on as well. Crit rate with healing. Now, this is basically lifesteal plus crit rate. And then this one's good for supports. You'll get 120 resistance with 30% support. So this is good for someone like Tagoar, but you do want to get HP rolls on the chests for him and the gloves. And Guardian, this is good for champions that'll shield or heal themselves that also do an ally protect. So we've got some energy to use here. Let's get rid of that. Apothecary level up as well as Coffin Smasher for Fire Knight. Now you can, if you like, once you've pulled enough ancient shards, you can look for rares you have doubles of and start using them as food as well. I'm just gonna keep using the campaign ones, so that should be fine for now. Gonna get rid of this overflow of multi-battles too. Hello, how you guys doing? Good morning. leveling up some food right now. We have an overflow of energy, so let's try and get it back refreshing. We were able to do the first 10 floors of Doom Tower, if you're just tuning in, and we completed a bunch of faction wars. We're at about 130, 140 star completion so far, which is about a fifth of the way through. Yeah, I got a whole series going. This is the 10th day. The whole account is free to play. We have pulled some other legendaries and epics. I'm not using them right now though. I'm just using the login ones. I won't be using them until past day 30. So this whole series is around the account just THOLIN and just the reference link that has Tagoar, Mausoleum Mage, Deacon Armstrong for building a clan boss team. We still don't have Deacon Armstrong. We get him at account level 45. So right now we're just trying to 6-star Tagoar. We've already 6-starred THOLIN. Yeah, welcome. If you guys have questions at all, feel free to ask. Right now we're just making food. We are just grinding campaign. There's a lot of things going on this weekend for tournaments and events. So you're going to get a lot of extra resources for doing your champion training. Because you'll get Dungeon Diver points too. You'll get the champion training rewards. Those rewards will give you rewards for the Path event that's going on for THOLIN's Soul. You can get a 1-star, 3-star, or 5-star. You'll also be getting, if you're opening your ancient shards, because it's a 2x ancient for the weekend, you'll get points for that too. Wixwell on friends because my clan boss not like this. Yeah, the Wixwell is a great champion. He was a fusion. He's still very strong. They nerfed him a little bit 3 or 4 months into him, but he just needed to be redone. Like basically one of his abilities, because he was community built, one of his abilities was really broken, so they changed it. I don't have a Discord yet, no. I'm gonna probably make one this weekend. I'll post it I'll put a YouTube update for Discord. I do have Twitter and X on my profile as well. You can ask questions there. It's Grimmzilla at YouTube. I can post a link to it here. But I'll get a Discord going, like either tonight when I have to work tonight, and then I can do a Discord then, or I can build a channel. I'm still getting around to getting all this stuff set up. Where's my main account? Profile. We'll be making a Discord this weekend. Here is my X Twitter for now. And yeah, I'll get that going this weekend for sure. I'll get that going tonight when I get in. Or I'll even make it. Actually, give me 1 second. You know what? I can probably do that right now. Yeah, I'm more. A lot of people use Discord more, so I'll get that going right now. Give me 1 second to make a channel. give me like 10 minutes and I'll get a Discord channel made up. Alright. Just creating the server right now, so just 1 second. I'm just setting it up right now. Oh, that's awesome. You've saved up your shards. That's, it takes a lot of reserve. Just give me 1 sec. Let me finish the Discord, setting up the Discord quickly, and I'm gonna have to, because I do have to set up some moderation on it as well, and then should be good to go. I'll put pinned comments, that kind of stuff in later. I'm just gonna... So it's just going to be a base server for now, and I'll add more things tonight. I'll get it really set up tonight once I get in. So there's the Discord. Still one epic. It's still. I hope it was a good one. It all comes down to the, it's all chance. So you just gotta see what they can do and if they're useful or not. Every champion, like this fusion one here, we fused the one. He was from the current THOLIN fusion, but we were able to fuse one of the epics. Like, he's very strictly for supporting. He has decreased speed, ally protect and counterattack, provoke and reflect damage. And then he has this passive here. Chance of placing provoke when the ally under ally protect gets attacked. So like, you just gotta look at what they do and see where you could use them. At worst, you could use them in Faction Wars to upgrade your Faction Wars team. Like Delver here, I pulled her, but she's very specific to damage dealing. She has skill reduction, you can use her. And the Spirit Keep, like, you gotta look for openings like that. Weaken, decrease defense once ascended, it's the larger version. Can't be resisted, so like those are things like she's useful for that. You can also look at the community reviews, see where people use her. Could give you an idea, some ideas. Even champions like this rare here, like I didn't book him or anything, I just threw some gear on him and I used him in Faction Wars. So he may not be the greatest, but you gotta lock him too. Forgot to do that. But it kind of, again, like gives you ideas where you could use them for now. Don't forget these events are on right now to try and focus what you're doing. You got Scabius, or Scabrius. So this guy here, I got him this weekend as well. So when we first started the 2X event, we got him in the middle of the week. Where is he? So you got this guy here. So he's in the vault right now because I'm not using any non-starter champions for the account, but I'll be using him post day 30. So I can do a video about how to build him and use him, but he's pretty good. He's very underrated. He's got a poison on it, 5% poison on his A1. 75% of leech, so this is good for Chimera, a couple other places, but overall it just helps your team stay alive when you're going through like Doom Tower, Faction Wars, any wave-based content, even the dungeon waves. And here he has a weaken, gets an increased attack if he succeeds in putting the weaken. It does only go on him, so he's kind of selfish in that regard. And his passive gets damage if they're under other poisoners, so yeah. Oh, you sent me a message on Discord? Oh. What I can pull? I mean, would you want me to pull anything besides the Ancients? I think you should only pull the Ancients because that's the only thing that's got the increased rates. Okay, one sec. Yeah, I could pull those, just one second, okay? Just about to log in. Okay, I'm logged in now. I'm just gonna open Alright, so it's loading up your account here. Okay. Alrighty. So do you want me to open all of these, or do you want, how many do you want me to do? Oh, Adventures of Adam? Yeah, I'm in that server too, yeah. I just sent you a message, so all of them I'm just double checking. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna open one, and then I'm gonna open all 90, and then I'll open the last one as a single as well, okay? So far we're paying rare tax. We got one epic. Oh, you want me to pull all the shards, so not just the ancients? You want me to pull the other ones as well? Alright, so you got 2 epics in that one. That's 3 so far. So in 21 shards, you've got 3 epics. Okay, all shards already. 4 epics. Pull all the shards. Okay, I was just double checking. We're getting a lot of rares. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm hoping we get lucky here. I want you to get a legendary, at least get one. So far we've done 50. 51, we've got 5 epics. So we're getting 1 epic almost every 10. Oh, and there's your first legendary. Iron Brago. It's a good single target damage dealer. You got 1 Lego first 10 pulls. That's pretty good. So this is more like it, getting a couple of epics. Like Allure is an amazing epic, so is Theniso, like these two here. Pitiless one can be good on single target, like its damage. Depends how you want to build them. But yeah, you've gotten 3 good champions so far. But yeah, you got Iron Brago as your first legendary. Vergis, like he's pretty much one of the best. He's pretty much one of the best epics in the game. Yeah, I mean Iron Brago's not really the first one you want. You'd rather have like Wave Clear or some like heavy damage. But all right. So on the last one, fingers crossed. Oh, you got a Wall Master. Okay, that's nice. This guy's not bad as a support too, Lord Falcon here. So I'm gonna put some of them in the vault there so we can open your voids then. Okay, I think that'll be enough. Alrighty, so my main account's level 100 and it's very littered with everything. I've probably got almost 400 legendaries and 3 mythicals. I'm playing for about 6 years. So what order do you want me to open these? Yeah. Do you care what order I open these in? I used to be, yeah. More lately, because I can do a lot of the endgame stuff, I don't have to, but there are times. Zargala, you at least got an epic out of the primals. Unfortunately, no mythical. But Zargala's a good champion. Alright, I'm going to do the voids and then the sacred. Fingers crossed on the voids. These are 2 good void rares so far. Reaper is an okay epic. She's not great. And nothing fancy there, unfortunately. And lastly, our Sacred Shard. Fingers crossed. You got a second Venusaur, so you got a Faction Guardian. You got 2 of them in there. So overall, that's where you're sitting. You got Brago. Here's all the new epics for us. So you got 12 total. Alright, I'm going to close up your account, okay? Thank you for letting me pull those on stream, and I hope I hope you're happy with some of the champions you got. No, I'm good. I've been doing a couple of series. I think I've got a full boat of accounts, and I think I've got 5 total. Yeah. I've logged out of your account as a heads up, so you can log back in there. I can show you quickly. So this was the account I had for the Hell Hades tournament. I was in the top like 50 for Faction Wars, and I think the top 25 for the Clan Boss. So this is... Let's open that just while we're here. So this was the account I had for Hell Hades at the start of the year during Alice. This was how we finished up. I got lucky with the legendaries. We were able to do the Fabian fusion as well, which was kind of crazy. I pulled Cheshire Cat, which was nutty. Snick Track. We got these 2 as a double Lego pull during one of the events. And then this was the Calendar Champion. I've just kind of been collecting them, but then we also got these 2 here. Overall, we did okay in the tournament. We were able to use Alice as well. But that one was like from the start of the year. Oh yeah, I was gonna open those shards. Hang on. Okay. You didn't get any good rares? That's unfortunate. Sorry to hear that. Oh, Cage Breaker, he's not too bad. He's kind of like a mid champion. Anything in here? No ancients in there. Make sure I collect this. Oh yes, I keep getting invited to clans on this account. They see my Cheshire Cat. I'm gonna be getting invited to some bigger clans. I think I've got to collect some stuff here. I didn't do Chimera this week on this one. And we were doing a THOLIN account, but it was just too uphill. We did not get any good. We didn't get any good accounts. Or not good accounts, but we didn't get any good champions, and it was not great, to say the least. I'm just seeing if I can load up my main or not. I cannot. I have to do the QR code login security thing with my phone, and it's logged in my phone right now, so I can do that on another one. I'll take some screenshots from it of my champions, though. This is probably my second oldest account. It's about a year, and this one we did Oh, you got Grimmzilla. Nice. That's a good mythical. Yes, Awakens. Do you have any shards in this one to open? Yeah, I do. I don't play this one too often anymore, but this was also started off as a, I think 2.5 years ago as a free-to-play. It was 2024, I believe. It was for the first Hell Hades tournament, but I've been playing it a long time now. It's pretty, it's not too bad. So overall, like a lot going on, a lot to build. This one, our first Void Shard, we got Grimmzilla. And we also got the 6-star soul for him within the first like month of playing. 6-star Stolen Monkey King. There's a bit of spending along the way. We bought the He-Man pass. Monster Hunter tournament, we were able to fuse during the event. Fuse her. I did a couple of fusions on this one. But as you can see, for Void Legendaries, we just got really lucky with Void Shards. Like we've maybe opened 200, and we've gotten a couple of Legendaries out of it. I think we got 5 so far, 5 or 6. Yeah, it's a lot of epics. I usually only open on 2x on this one, so it's just really loaded up on epics. Let me see if I can filter. So 50 legendaries total. A lot of them are fusions or login, but like that's what I mean for like the Void ones. We have like she's the account login, but then I've got Little Miss Annie for Arena. We got Krisk, and we got like this was a two legendary event, so I got both those at the same time. And then, like I said, Grimmzilla was the very first legendary on the account. Yeah. Blade Master champs are great. Yeah. That was a. I wish they were still available for people because like Monster Hunter event was awesome. It's you know, like this guy amazing. I wish he was more accessible to people. I got Freya from a shard pull, I believe, or I did do her deck of fate. I'm pretty sure. Because this account I just stacked resources on, so I was able to actually do that. I don't know when I started. I think I started around when Monkey King came out. Where's the... So 2024 I started. And I have a Sifi too. I think I have 2 of them. This is not my main by no means. My main is just gold, like, across the board. Like I said, I'll log into that one tomorrow morning stream. Apprentice Pass, I still have stuff to get out of here. The Revival one, gotta log in there. Collect this stuff. Sorry, I'm just getting all that stuff that I don't remember if I did Chimera. I don't think I did Chimera this week on this one either. Clan's gonna be mad at me. I didn't put my extra key into Nightmare either. Got an Ancient Shard to pull out of there. There it goes. Yeah, her fusion, yeah, like it was actually harder to do near the end. Getting the last few fragments for her was kind of a pain. Okay. Got a lot of gear in here to collect. Just making sure there's nothing like close to end of countdown. No, okay, we're good. And I can just show. This was the Tuhanarak when we started, but we got 10 days in. There wasn't really an interest for her. collect that. Every time you log in, it just spams you with pack offers. Okay, so we got 2 here. Who knows if we get lucky? We just haven't gotten anything on this one. Like, nothing mind-blowing. 1. You can get a lot of fun out of, yeah, you don't be discouraged for us showing you these accounts that are further along. Like, you gotta understand, like, these are year-long, you know, like, Duhawk here, he's actually not a bad support. He has Reflect Damage, Provoke, he protects your allies, he buffs them, like, he puts the large version of these 2 buffs out. Like, he's a good epic. You get a champion like that, it can really help you along. Even right now with the 8, you can get about 8 or 10 of the rares for the current fusion for THOLIN. If you do this, and even get 4 of these guys, these rares down here, and then you fuse this guy here, he's actually a very good support. He's, like, I'd say he's like a 4 out of 5. Like, he's not too crazy, but he'll keep your team alive. Provoke, he'll get you pretty far along. You just got to look at what things can do with you, and I can tell you right now, the biggest thing in this game that's gonna push you is gear. You just have to farm the dungeons as far as you can. Like, these dungeons here, when you have this special dungeon open, some of this gear is good. The most part, you're going for this pinpoint gear, but you want to be farming this dungeon as much as possible. Yeah, I'll check Discord message 1 sec. Sorry, I'm just gonna load that back up. So I'm just loading that back up. Why did the music stop? Oh, it ran out. Okay. Times it. Okay. Is this the one? Yeah, that's the one there. Okay. This one should be okay. So yeah, gear is the most important thing. Like, Mithril. Like, you want to be doing gear. Give away an account. Yeah, I could. Oh, and you pulled the new legendary on there too. That would be big. I would say maybe next Saturday we could talk about that. We'll talk about it in Discord over the week, and then just discuss how you want to go about it. But yeah, you got the new legendary. Did you get him from the ancient 10 times, or did you pull him from a different chart? Oh, that's awesome. The first 10. That's awesome to get that. Some accounts get lucky like that. Like I said, I got that Grimmzilla on the first Void chart I ever opened on the other one. Like, it was within the first week. Sometimes some accounts, like you said, they just get super lucky and then they pop off. There's a streamer named Volkin. I advertise him a lot just because he pulled 3 newts in 2 accounts. He's done 2 free-to-play series, and he pulled 3 newts. In the first account he was using them, it was during the last the Supreme GALEK promo code event, and he made two different. He did Arbiter Rush, and I was doing that with him, and he did a second account because people were complaining because he was using two nuts to do a lot of the content, and they're like, you can't do that. It's not realistic. So he did a second one where he did it within like 25 or 6 days. I think he set the new record for Arbiter doing free to play, getting her in 26 days, 27 days, whatever it was. I don't know if that's the hard record, but as far as the info he could find, it was. And as a heads up, if everyone's paying attention to the Coalition event here, we just unlocked the frame. So you can get the profile frame now. And we've hit the 2 times point multiplier. So we got a whole bunch of points here. We're going to keep saving these until we get the epic ones, and hopefully we can get lucky. And I can go up here and put a border around my sheep. I now have a frame sheep. It's looking fancy. It's all dressed up. Okay, I'm checking Discord, sorry. Oh, wow, you got a whole bunch of things here. Okay. That's, okay, Wallmaster. There's a whole bunch of chickens on there, too. As long as you're sure you want to give it away. Because I'll announce it on the Discord and Twitter, and then... Yeah, that is the one thing with Volkin. He does like 10-minute, 15-minute videos, but he doesn't really go into, like, Supreme GALEK. I think he, just because so many other streamers in the past went over him, he didn't break him down. You know, he's, where is he? So he is absolutely one of the best. Like, just the fact it's the first time they've ever given away a Void starter promo code. He's very, very good. One, great design. His abilities all have a built-in critical hit for 10%. That's built into every single one of his abilities here. So this one, some people miss it, but it's in the second line here. And then this one, it's in his first line here. They've mixed it in. So you only need 90% crit on him because he's Void. That is different on other champions as a heads up. For negative affinity runs, you need to have an extra crit percent on your champions. You have to overcap them 100%. For him, you don't, because he's not weak to anything, and Void is a neutral affinity. So you can just do 90 off of gear on him, and you're good. And if you do have a crit rate buffer or a leader, like you're going to use like someone, say you use someone like Bad Alcazar as your team lead, where is he? So he has a crit rate aura in all battles by 25%, so that would take another 25% off of the necessary crit rate you have to have on him. And you could focus on his damage stat, and you could focus on his crit damage. Overall, though, he's an HP burner, and he's right here. He's got block buffs for 2 turns. Those are the very attractive things on this champion. He's good from start to end game. He's good across the board. He's good in most dungeons. He's good in most areas of the game. I would say 90% of the game you can use him. He's good for Chimera. He's okay for Hydra. So as a starter, he's very useful. Even unbooked, like you don't need, if you do book him, you do want them to land here and here first. But if they do land here, it's not terrible. It's just these two are the first 2 out of the 12 books you would want the books to go. But if you fully book him, it's not, a bad decision. He's great on teams that can keep him alive, because one of his weaknesses is this very low defense stat. Like, you don't want him to have, 5k defense or anything, but getting him up to like 2500 is kind of the ballpark you want to have him, 25 to 2800. Because the higher his defenses can make him a target by certain bosses and stuff, if he's stronger than your other defense champions. Same with his HP. If you get his HP north of like 50, 60,000, he might start becoming the target of the clan boss stun, or becoming the target of other bosses' abilities. Sometimes they target though based on damage, so that is a factor too. He does, if it's damage based, usually because of his attack stat and his crit damage, he'll be targeted. Accuracy, you do want accuracy on him as something to keep in mind. There are artifact sets down here. This set, if this battle pass ever comes out, you don't have to spend in this game, but it is worth getting the Slayer one. Absolutely, out of all of them. The next set that would be great on him is, you can put this set on him early, but it's gonna fall off quickly. This one's not bad on him. This set is where the bread and butter is. You want to put 2 of these in a lifesteal set on him early, just to get the extra accuracy and some speed. And then the lifesteal set, this one's not too bad early as well. Though when you're getting into mid and late game, you do want to gear him very differently than what I'm suggesting for early. Get these slots right now. If I didn't mention it earlier, you do want to pick up uncommon champions here as food. That way you aren't opening your shards and your mystery shards. You can save them up for shard events. Okay. Open one. Got lots of uncommons I've got to feed. I've got to empty out that 70 down to like 30. Diver. I don't know why the game does this. It like shrinks the screen. Sometimes it loads weird. We've got energy save there. Yeah, he's very good, Mithril. Like, you can use him. I would highly suggest like 6-starring him when you can. Take your time with the game. You don't need to rush anything. Just like THOLIN here, like I got him 6-starred I think by day 3 or 4, and then Tagoar, I've had the chickens. I just haven't. I was waiting for this champ training tournament to 6-star him. I think I have refill. Yeah, there we go. So I've been waiting to 6-star him in there. I'll be doing that probably tomorrow morning. I want to start the morning fresh, and then show how I'm going to 6-star him. I think I have some books for him too. I have 1 or 2 books for rewards for him. And then I'll be going into now that he'd be 6-starred, like what masteries I'm going to put on him. What the path forward is with that. When I go to work today, I'm probably going to leave the Minotaur running, and using RSL to just keep it going every 15 minutes. RSL Helper is like a third-party app. I'll go over that in another video, but it can click through battles for you while you're gone. The game's openly said they're fine with those kind of things, so. Yeah, you don't have to, like I said, Mithril, you don't have to rush into it. Like, THOLIN at 5-star, he will hit a wall, just so you know. He will, you'll be able to maybe get to Brutal Campaign, and then that might be the limit, depending on your gear. I don't know what kind of gear you've rolled, so if you have rolled higher gear, you might, the login 4-star gear, like I can show you here, like my THOLIN is still wearing the chest piece from the login, the 40%, and he's also still wearing the crit rate gloves from the login gear. So yeah, no, absolutely. So the biggest thing I can tell you, if your goal is to 6-star him soon, like you want to say do it within a day, you want to just go to the campaign, whatever difficulty you're on, hard or brutal, and you just want to go, like, say you're only on this dungeon. If you're solely looking for experience, you want to do the boot level 6. You'll get more experience from stage 6 than you will from stage 3, but you're going to get more silver from selling the shields in stage 3. But ideally you want to get to this stage in 12, because this will give you the most experience of that area between these two, 3 and 6. This will give you the most experience, stage 6, and stage 3 gives you the most, like, in terms of a balance of experience and selling the shields for silver, they'll give you the balance of the two. And just, you know, do things as they're approaching. You want to make sure, if you're looking at these while you're going in, you'll naturally be completing these as you go, and you'll get the rewards for them. But for this area here, the dungeon and artifacts, you'll see that, like, they want 4-star, level 12, like certain requirements to do them. And then under the missions here, like I'm on the stage, this one here, like I can finish these 35 missions tonight because it's just be opening the keeps with gems, and then I can just do these 2 tomorrow because this will be open, and then I just need to open this crypt to do it. But you just have to min-max your resources, and if you're not sure, again, just take your time. There's no rush to get this stuff done. It can take you, you know, 60 days, 90 days to get a grasp of this game. Like, some people have been playing for years, and some people have been playing for just a short while, so. And the biggest thing too, outside of that, like, you want to make sure you're getting your easy clan boss hits in. You only enjoy clan boss. Yeah, so clan boss gives the best rewards in the game outside of gear. The gear, the best you're going to get is from the Cursed City. This one here, I can't use it yet, but these two areas, Siege and Cursed City, they're giving the best gear in the game right now outside of Hydra. Those are the top 3. But you are getting the best books and shard rewards from the areas in the game here. So there's a double nut team, for instance, Newt, sorry. He's got a +2 Duchess, that kind of stuff. So you gotta also, your clan, make sure you're not in a clan that's too high level for you, because for instance this clan is like a mixture of people. There's people hitting easy, normal, hard clan boss, and then there's a mixture of people hitting Nightmare, Ultra Nightmare, so I don't even know if they're killing them for the day. Get to get double chests. Oh, you're not 131 minutes to, or million to Ultra Nightmare. Yeah, that's a big slap in the face of damage. Yeah. All the food systems confusing for me. I've never had any similar experience in the game. So that's a natural gacha mechanic. Usually you feed other games. It usually might be like an artifact resource or something. So in here I can go over it quickly, but like, you know, she's level 1. I can't upgrade her rank yet, so I need to get her to level 30. But to show an example, because I've already got one, there's a level 31 here. And now you can earn these chickens from events and as rewards, but also I have other 3-star champions to give as food for her. Now, these ones, like this guy here, I can put him in here, but I don't want to because I pulled him from a shard. Same with this Void one here, and he's part of the fusion right now. So I don't want to pull them, so you can usually lock them with this little thing down here, so you know you want to keep them. But I do have more copies of her, so I can put 3 copies of her in and upgrade her to rank 4. Now before I do that, because there's a champion training tournament on right now, I would want to select this and put a brew into it, or put a common champion into it. and it gives her some levels. And when you've got a couple of common champions from the mystery shards, you can feed a whole bunch of them to her. And then say that gets her to level 10. You don't need to get her to 30, but just to get champ training tournament points, you get her to level 10. Here, let me move some champions. So the biggest way people do upgrade champions when they're using silver is they're gonna upgrade them here by using these champions we just got here. So we can keep the 2 uncommons for the 2 stars to make them 3 stars, but these other champions, we are not going to use them. So you're going into you go into here, the tavern, and you can click the button up in the top left here to sort by the lower level, and you would take your champion here, and you can either select 6, or you can hit instant upgrade. Now if you hit instant upgrade, it's going to hit your 2-star champions, so you got to unselect them. So do whatever's easier for you. And if I put these in here, I'm going to get up to level 8. So I can feed her 1 more brew, and then I'll get her to 12. That's fine. So 10 or 12 is kind of like a good gray area. Now you normally would want to feed her the blue brews, the magic ones, the same as her affinity. The void ones are neutral, so you got to feed her 2 instead of 1 to get her leveled up a bit. And then we would go here and we would select our level 10s and the 2 level 12s. And now we have a 4-star piece of food. And we would do the same thing when she's 40. I don't know if I have one at 40, do I? I should. Maybe I don't. Maybe I already made them 5 stars. Anyway, so when you have, let's just choose an epic for now. So now I would see all my 4-star options to feed her. Yeah, it does take some time to get it adjusted, but like for her I would feed these 2, and I would look for more champions like this that I have at like level 15 to 18 that I know I'm not going to use. That's why people use uncommons, so they can just quickly select them. Some people just fire off all their rares into it, or I could do 2 champions and 2 chickens, and then make her into a 5-star. I don't want to do that because I've so far got 3 5-star food. I want to get my next ones done tonight to make. Now 2 stars. I mean, arguably you could just do this. Like you don't want to waste brews really on a 2-star. And now these are 3 stars. If I want to level them up, I would just go into campaign, and you can run this in the background. Now in campaign, if you want to sort as well, like I can look for these ones because I know these are from these 3. I'm aware these 3 champions are from campaign, but if you're not familiar with what like I can keep getting these champions for free is what I'm telling you. So if you're not aware of like, you know, too familiar with those champions yet, you can just look for uncommon champions here and filter it. And you can stick to just looking for these green champions. And this stage I'm running right now is kind of like an infinite food generator because it gives me copies of these guys too. I don't know if we'll get one in these runs, but usually 1 every 10 runs or so you might get a champion, a 3-star rare or a 2-star uncommon. But the biggest thing early on is send pics of the Wixwell clan boss damage. My Wixwell team is so all over the place. Like I'll get, oh, it's a good team, and that outside of the mythical, it's free to play friendly, but still a good team. That's awesome. And I don't have Androck. The healing he's doing is insane. 17 million healing. That's nutty. Geomancer really is the best epic in the game. Like, he's like better than some legendaries. Like, he's just a crazy champion. So as you saw there, Mithril, I got one of the common champions as a reward, or the uncommon champions as a reward. So I can just keep him in the loop, keep looping him in. You can also use the auto battles if you have a lot of energy. So over here, you have multi-battles. If you've got a couple of them, you get 50 a day. Mine are extra because we got those multi-battle rewards from the Coalition event, and some of the other events are giving us rewards. But you'll see here, I enabled Super Raid, so it's running 2 battles at a time. And then you can go into Edit Queue, and you can just select the champions you want to go in there. So if I wanted these uncommon foods to go in there, I could choose those. I could also look for these rares, like I said, that I'm aware. You know, I know these guys are all food champions. You can label your food champions too if you want. Or you could look for like, oh, I have 3 of this rare. I don't think he's very good. And then load them in and feed them. And what'll happen is the game will get those champions to level 30 or 20, whatever their maximum is, or 40, and then it automatically, the next run, will rotate in the new food champions for you. You can do a lot of this in the background on auto. It just matters how much energy you have, to be honest. So there you go. I got another one of the 2-star food champions. Yeah, I'm excited to use the Racket. I've never had him before. I missed his fusion. So, I didn't miss it, rather I just didn't do it. I tend to skip the fusions when I keep getting them as rewards. Like, I keep getting them as pulls. So, when he was coming out, I got 3 of the previous fusions leading into that fusion, and it just made me so upset. Like, getting, you know, I spent all that work doing the fusion and then got it through shard. So it just drove me nuts that I just stopped. Like, I fuse maybe, I don't know, like 6 out of 12. Like, every 2 months I might do one. Like, THOLIN I'll do, clearly, because he's very good, but other ones, you know, it's like, you know, I made sure to do Armands, I made sure to do Fabian, but they have to have some kind of like newer kit that to make me want to do the fusion. Okay, I think that's my last energy refill, so I'll do that when I get to check an arena. And Mithril, just so you know too, the you can either do what I'm doing where I'm selling the boots or shields as I'm doing the runs, or you could choose to sell them all at once in your forge or in your armory. Like, you can just select a whole bunch of them and just sell them all at once. On the Thor enchant, or Thor. Do you mean Thor? Like, yeah, Thor is amazing. He's like out of this world amazing. Like, he's top 10 damage dealers in the game. He's not great everywhere, mind you, but like, he's good in like 5-6 different areas in the game, and he just fires out damage, especially arena, all the different arenas, and live arena. Where is he? Oh, he's a barbarian, isn't he? Yeah. Yeah, there he is. So, one, look at like how many people fused him. Like, that should give you an idea of how good he is. But most champions don't get through holding 5s on personal ratings. Usually they get knocked down to like 4.5, 4.6. Thor is just so, like you can see here, some of these areas people are just having trouble with them, or he's not shining as much. But Hydra, you You know, he can be your campaign farmer. He's very, very good. Yeah, Thor is very gear reliant, where the Rat King, Nishak, he works just because of his kit. Stabilize. Yeah, Mithro, if you want me to help you, I can take a look. When it comes down to it, you gotta look. So there's other things to learn for gear. So for Thor, his abilities here. Where is he? So he has like a pretty big paragraph on his abilities, right? He gives himself increased attack and crit damage buff and decreased speed on the enemy. And he permanently decreases their resistance, which makes the enemy weaker to for your other champions on your team to do more damage. And he's boosting his own damage with his A3, and it's on a 3-turn cooldown once he's booked. He has an up to 100% extra damage boost, and he ignores block damage on killable. Doesn't work on bosses, but you can put in ignore damage set on him to increase the amount of damage he's doing. Ignore defense, I mean. I don't think this attack is like Tholin's, where it can constantly keep proccing, but I think it only can proc once or twice. It has like a limit. I forget what the limit is. Because there's like subtext in the programming that some people like they'll dig on the files on the game, like how Hades' team does that and stuff. They like they do like an info dump kind of thing. Thunder count by 1, stack to 10. Each stack increases his crit damage up to 30%, 3% by up to 30. Like everything about his kit is nutty. Like he's a very one-of-a-kind champion. Not many other. I don't think there's any other champion that compares to like all this stacking damage he has. Yeah, Warrior, that Wixball team is nutty. And Mithril, you can send me a DM on Discord, and I can take a look for you. Just make sure it's a direct message, so you're not sharing information that you don't want out there. Yeah, no, for sure. If it's okay, tomorrow would be better, just because I've got about half an hour left right now, and then I've got to get going for the afternoon. But you can ask me questions right now, like if on specific champions, and I can go over them for you if you'd like. Getting rid of all my red dots. Do you have any gear questions or questions on any specific champions other than Thor or Thorald? So this faction is usually pretty hard to do, but I mean, hitting 2 legendaries in the same faction and then getting the epics, you know, in a month when I do the faction wars with the team, I'll break it down. As you can see too, like I pulled some good mythics for this faction too, so, or epics, and metal shapers. So when I can do that one in July, it'll be should be able to get pretty far in the faction wars. Didn't get lucky at all with the with this faction. Life Taker is a good support though. Like I've got basically 2 of the best rares in here, but slim pickings. The legendaries are very good in the Shadow Kin. I've got this guy to use after the 30 days as well, so he'll be a poisoner for Clan Boss. Alright, all the red dots are clear. Okay. Yeah, the Savage Set promo code is silly. So, just so you know, like Tagoar is very good to fight. Like, so don't feel bad about that. But you should work on your 6-star next for sure. Getting THOLIN 6-star. You can 6-star Tagoar as well. It's up to you. But THOLIN is your damage dealer. He'll do more damage and be better off with being able to be fully geared. Oh, I completed another. So one thing with this game too is you don't need to accept rewards right away. So like I'm not done these yet, so I'm gonna leave these alone to not, because then I won't take this refill and it'll be on a cooldown timer. I'll just leave it here for now. But the Savage promo code's silly. It works for like, I don't know, like 30-40% of the time, and you have to do it like after day 7. But some people could get it to work on day 6. Some people get it to work on day 9. It won't work till day 9 or 10. Some people have had it not work until like the 15th day. Some people can't get it to work at all. The only condition I'm aware of is that it had to be on a US IP server or US account. But I know that I've done it, and I'm in Canada, and I've done it on one account. When I did the Alice free-to-play series, I was able to get it to work there. So I think it was shortly after that anyway. So it's really in the air on when it does and doesn't work. Just so you know too, there's still a way if you have a Samsung device to get you can get this champion. She's very good. Where is she? She's a dark elf, isn't she? Yeah, Madame Saris. You can get this champion for free, but it has to be, you have to log in on a Samsung device, and I forget the other condition, but I'll add that in a video and I'll link it in Discord once I set up the Discord tonight. I'll try to get as much as the promo and free stuff information in there. I'll do like a promo code and free, you know, this section in Discord. But she's very good because of this ability here. She removes all buffs from all enemies and places a large decrease attack and decrease defense, and it's on a 4-turn cooldown. Last 2 turns, so it's only 2-turn cooldown, and places a block debuff on all allies if any buff's stolen, and true fears enemies. So overall, she just she used to be like a solid, I'd say like 5 out of 5. Now I'd say she's like a 4.7 out of 5. Like she's dropped a little bit in value, but she's still overall for arena and stuff, she's still very good, especially for noob. players. You don't need to be from USA. If you can do an IP server change, usually that, like if you have a VPN at all, you can change your IP server and then just get it for free. That's if you're using it on a computer versus a device. If you're doing it on a device, I think VPNs still work. I don't know off the top of my head. I just know from like the video. I forget whose video it was I watched that did it, but they did a video about a month ago talking about you can still get her as a free champion. I think it comes with her, a chicken, and some energy and silver. But yeah, the outside of that, the other promo codes that work right now, there's I can bring them a list of them here. They're not, in saying this, they don't all work even though they're all listed. So right here, that's not what I wanted to happen. Hang on. So you can use a Yumi Love. This is Hell Hades site, but there's different sites that have the promo codes listed. These are all the active new player codes. You can only, they're one-time use. These are the time-limited ones. Now, not all of these work. So not all of these work as a heads up. This one works. The 1M gift, the welcome gift works. Raid Curiouser no longer works. Trivia Dungeon still works. PP 500 still works. It gives player and play points. That's how you get that Morag champion early. The 1 week gift one, they say it, but it's so 50-50 if it works. The mid-game sub one, it works for some and not others. There's a spring one in here. It was like 2GT something. Is it here somewhere? I think it was this one, the Floral Boost 2GT or 2GT Floral Boost. It was working. I don't know if it does anymore. They've said it's inactive now. This is updated not often enough, in my opinion. They should update this every week because I think there's 2 or 3 in here that don't work anymore. But these are the ones you can try. Know that if you try all these back to back to back, they will eventually give you like a 1 hour cooldown if they're ones that aren't working, or you're trying to enter promo codes that have already been entered. But yes, I hope that helps people, but just seeing those get thrown up there. I can go to a Yumi Love site as well. That's another great resource website. It's a bit more like a message board than it is with graphical stuff. Like Hell Hades site is more dressed up. A Yumi Love, you can see, is just like straight base information. They have other gacha games on here though. But they have full champion breakdowns, kits, breakdowns of all the other areas. I think they had a falling out with Hell Hades, I don't know, but they don't reference anything from their website on here, so I think they are competing. This gives you a breakdown of like how Ascension and Blessings work, all that kind of stuff. I'll make this bigger. This goes over all the PvE content for you, but it's all text. So if you don't want to read it all, yeah, Bellower is great. Bellower is a great rare. He's good for, eventually he can be your campaign farmer. He can do the campaign in 6 seconds. This goes over all the PvE and PvP areas. This goes over, this is a great section for you to take a look at. It's a beginner do's and don'ts. You don't have to follow this to a T, but it just tries to help you minimize burning through your resources. Yeah, it gives you like a 1 hour cooldown. Yeah, they like if I do that right now, I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can. So if I try to enter the 1 week gift, see, and it does invalid, and if I keep doing it, it'll do the same thing. But on this website, they have a section as well for promo codes. Usually theirs is a bit more up to date. So see, they have like these are the referral promo codes. So here it is here. They've already updated. So the Spring Tricks one was the one I was talking about. 2GT Spring Tricks. I can see if it still works. I don't think it does, but yeah, expired. Yeah, hey J7, you're doing great. Just you know, keep at it. So this is a Alice event one that you have to like log in to do. But you put your player in play in, and then you're able to do it. And it gives you an energy refill, some brews, silver, that kind of stuff. Trivia dungeon, did I do that one? I think this one's expired now too, isn't it? Yeah. So those are saying they're active, but they're expired. And they've stripped all the other ones. Like the 1M gift, this still works. Yearly gift still works. Or it did for me anyway. I might have used it right at the end of them getting rid of it. Let's try raid rewards. It'll probably block me soon because I've tried a few. Yeah. Midsummer, did I use that one? I used that promo code already. It'll say invalid if you've already used it, and it'll say expired if it's burned, like it doesn't work anymore. But they used to give books and that kind of stuff. You can just full copy them to raid v play. None of these will work for me though. It'll block me soon because I've done too many. Yeah, expired. Ninja Returns gave players Ninja back in August that had missed it. So very rarely they'll give you, like, all players one that's giving them a legendary mist or something. I feel for the Monster Hunter champions they should do that with at least Blade Master. Ninja was more controversial just because of how good he is everywhere, that other people having him was very unfair in a lot of ways to the game because so many people were using him that they just gave a second round. But he had a promo deal. That's a whole other hornet's nest when they do stuff like that. Midsummer 2025. Does not work for me. I think I already used it. I think I used it during the first few days. Because I think it was like the 4th or 5th one I put in. Because it was brand new at the time and the raid curator wasn't working anymore. When you're doing these wave content too, THOLIN benefits from killing the enemies because of his ascendancies. Did you, Mithril, did you use your 800 gems to get THOLIN's masteries, or did you not do that? Yeah, so I'll show it here. I can't show the mission anymore because I've already accepted it. Yes, use this. Use 800 on Supreme GALEK. Okay, awesome. So yeah, you're great. That's great. Yeah, the what was I saying? Sorry. And then the player and play points. I'll stop this after this battle. And I'll show you quickly if I can. I don't know if I can see the mission anymore, but there's a linking mission. If you link your account to Plarium Play, or it's like the notifications, it's in that whole area. If you do that, then you get 500 from there too. So you should have 1,000, and you get 12 to 18 a day from doing your daily missions, as well as the advanced missions. You do need to do all of the advanced ones, and you'll get extra player and play points there. Now, why I was able to get her earlier is because during the THOLIN fusion, there's been certain places they've given player and points, like 20, 50 rewards, like sprinkled in. So I was able to get a couple extra out of there. Because normally you wouldn't be able to get her till like the end of the second week, so day 14 to 18 area. Yeah. So that was use the link from Volkin. Yeah. So I grabbed the links from him. I don't know if they're actually his or like just directly to Plarium, because his server came up with them and created them. So there was another content creator I would have put his links in, but he's gotten accounts banned in the past, so I don't want people to get banned. He did a promo code that gave you 3 legendaries to start, and Plarium axed that within like a week. I think it was 3 or 4. Like it gave a whole, or it was 7. It gave 7 legendaries because they were able to do the, it was the Fox Hunter code, and they were able to get you 4 copies of them and 3 copies of Elenaril. So it wasn't in here I was going, it was challenges? I think it's under challenges, I want to say, and it's like a section that's gone right now. It was down here. And when you first log in, it's doing all the stuff up here with this. Like you go into options and it wants you to enable notifications and stuff, like all this. And then it wants you to link your Plarium Play, it wants you to get a referral link, it wants you to lock and unlock a champion. That whole group, that's where the other 500 Plarium Play points are. Do we have enough silver? Yeah, we do. Oh, this is the 3-piece gear thing, yeah. I remember, this was... Who were the 3 champions I had that gear on? That one... I just like this mission because it can burn silver so bad. That's 2... It did. I just, so how I got her was because I was at, I think, 800-ish, and I did the math, and I was like, because you need 1250 to get her, and I was like, oh, I can actually get her now, and I did that. I did it live when I did do it. Oh, and of course the last piece I won't be able to do. Yeah, and now it won't work. Yeah. So this mission I need More silver. Gonna go back here and get some silver. And yeah, you still get it. It worked for me at least, like, it was 2 days ago or a day and a half ago I did it. So it absolutely still works. Use it while you can, because it gets you... She's a great champion. She has an ally attack with 2 allies. Don't use her... I didn't... so why I didn't use her in Faction Wars is... I'm trying to give a true free-to-play experience with... Even though she is a free-to-play reward, you technically normally wouldn't get her till the 3rd week. You wouldn't have enough points to get her till the 3rd week. These extra things they gave to do it is why I was able to get her early, but normally you can't. Same with the epics and stuff I got from this 2x and the 2 legendaries. The reason I'm not using them is because they are not normally free-to-play accessible so early. Like that's why I'm going to do it after 30 days. So we've got 20 more days, and then I'm going to bring those champions into rotation. I might not bring all the legendaries in, but I'll bring some of the epics into teams and use them in there. So Mariah I can bring into Clan Boss and Fire Knight and show how she really helps with Fire Knight and gets just because of the multi-hits and ally attack. And same thing, I'll bring her into the Dwarf Faction Wars and show how much she pushes it, just having, you know, you get one champion that can change how the whole thing works. Or rather, how far you get. Dwarf, the big thing we're missing is a support Dwarf. We only have the one that does the poisons there. He's pretty good. But we do need a, like, true support, like Demitha would be an example of a true Dwarf support. We're not going to get her, but like Molly as a legendary, she's very good. Yeah, like for the Clan Boss team, I only want to be using these. So it's going to be Tagoar, THOLIN, Fane, Mausoleum Mage, and when we get Deacon at level 45, he's going to get rotated in Deacon Armstrong. Was it that had... That should get the mission done. There we go. So I'll save that energy. So I can get a Void and Sacred Shard from this area, and then these are the last 2 Sacred Shards I can get from the game as free, outside of Nightmare. So I have 3 Sacred Shards left to get. You're still standing, that's good. I'll be about 20 more minutes, and then I'm gonna have to get going for the day. But yeah, getting pretty far. See if we got any more Dungeon Diver. No. So that's the thing about farming campaign too. Like you're gonna this is all campaign farming. You'll slowly get these rewards. If you're doing Dragon or other dungeons, you're gonna get to these rewards down here much faster. These oils are from the Shogun. It's great that they're rewards because normally you can't get them early. Like doing these 2 dungeons, these are 2 of the newer dungeons. They're pretty difficult if you don't have the champions for them. This one, Ninja, is very good for. That's also why they put Ninja out, because he is able to do this with one other champion, and they can just solo this dungeon with the 2 champions. And then this one here, this one's a lot easier as long as you're fast enough. If you have a high damage champion like Mishinaki or something, and you have a good team around him to buff him, he can like 1-shot or 2-shot this boss and kill him. He's a cool looking boss though. I'll pop in here just to show you what he looks like. I don't know if we'll actually be able to kill him, but just to give you an idea of like what he looks like and what he does. So he's the only boss in the game that has this debuff. So see here, block passives and enfeeble. He's the only, and they're yellow bordered, which means they cannot be removed. You can do that. Eventually, you'll get item sets that have intercept stacks that do that, or champions that protect their buffs, and that these are protected debuffs. But it'll protect your buff. It'll have a yellow border around it, and it means it can't be removed. And what these oils do is they allow you to ascend your gear, so it gives your gear extra stats. Depending on the piece of gear, this boss, he's specifically for the accessories, so the ring, amulet, and banner. And the other boss is, I'll show you as well, is, so there I got 4 of those. And then this boss, the Sand Devil, I don't know if I can kill him. We're gonna try. So he puts you to sleep, and when he is asleep, he can't have debuffs put on him if he's awake. But now that he's asleep, you could put debuffs on him, and you can get some good damage in. Now having a champion that keeps him asleep, like Sifi or someone who has it on their A1 ability, it allows you to just keep hacking away at him. Now he's much faster later, and that attack he just did with his wing will one-shot your team. So you need a champion that has Revive on Death, and it'll bring your team back to life after he kills them all. Because that ability does ignore shields. It ignores defenses and shields, so you can't protect yourself or block against it. And down he goes. And then we got these oils. Now we got some free from the game when you do unlock these areas, they give you some. And what you can do is you can go into here, like, so say these boots, because they hit triple crit rate and 1 to attack %, I wanted to ascend them. I can use 60 oil to see if I land speed or attack. Now it rolled defense. And then these are rarer as a heads up, so don't just freely use them unless it's a good piece of gear. And it re-rolls the new stat. So now I have HP %. But down here are the stats it can get. So I either want attack % or speed for this champion. And every re-roll you're using more of this oil. So I used 3 and now I use 4, so I use 7. Next one's gonna be 5, I use 12. That was a flat attack. And there's attack %. So I'm not gonna re-roll them anymore. And I'll roll it up to 3 now. And now I've gotten 9% extra attack damage on this champion. Now, the rest of his gear is not worth me ascending, but I'll show here as an example. I would do the same, and I could get these 3 stats on his ring. And on an amulet or a banner, you could get these 5 stats. And then on an amulet, you can get these 4 stats. Looks like Jeepers Creepers. Yeah, he does actually. It's like Jeepers Creepers with wings and a scorpion tail. Well, actually, Jeepers Creepers had wings. So yeah, he just got a scorpion tail added. Those are great movies. I'm surprised they haven't brought them back or do another one, do a new one. I think it was the second one that they're stuck on a bus. That was a pretty good one. The first one's great too. I just love there's the guy that is hunting him kinda. Keeps him at the trophy on the wall and all that, and just keeps shooting him. It's pretty fun. Do you have any other favorite horror movies? I've worked on a few. I worked on Chucky back in the day. I worked on those VFX for it. Worked on Umbrella Academy. I worked on a horror movie called Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Trying to think of what else we've done. You kind of like them? Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, they're pretty good. They're fun. It's fun to be scared. I worked on Shot and Scary Stories. We had spiders crawl out of the girl's face. That was a fun one to do. She has like a pimple on her cheek and like has spiders crawl out of it. It's pretty gross. Oh, you read the books? Yeah, those are great books, yeah. We got as much as we could into the movie. I know our producers wanted more. Like Guillermo del Toro was one of the producers. He wanted to get as many of the stories in there as he could, but we had to make sure it like worked. We had a Norwegian director, Andre Overdahl. He did a movie called Troll Hunters, and what was it on? Antlers was the recent one he did a couple years ago. Antlers was a cool one because it was like a not a Wendigo. It was it Wendigo? I think it was. It was like a ancient deer antler-esque native monster kind of thing, and it was like a legendary monster, like from the woods kind of thing. It was a cool movie, and like a little kid just feeding him and keeping him alive. Put him in. And yeah, Mithril, just keep at the game and just keep making food for now, or focus on masteries. You can do either of those two. If you go into the Minotaur dungeon and just keep running that with just Supreme Galek and Tagoar, Tagoar will get all the scrolls, and just get it as deep as you can. Like get to the heart, like as few, get as deep into the floors as you can. Hey, it's cool you got a new channel. Yeah, no, absolutely. I'd be down for that. Just we can talk about it through the week and maybe do it next weekend. One of my clanmates, THOLIN, we did I did a series for like 3 or 4 episodes with him where we really went over his legendaries and re-geared them. We built his Roshguard, we built his Iron Twins team, and we built like he had such amazing champions. We're waiting for a rainy day. Great clanmate though, he helps run our clan. We tied in Siege this week. It was a pain. Our clan is one clan win, one Siege win away from getting into the 6-star, the highest tier. And yeah, we like I said, I'll show my main account tomorrow a little bit and go over it. But yeah, we went over. What's what I'm looking for? We couldn't get through their one team in their tower. Like, it was such an annoying team. It was... Oh, what was it again? It was that mythical that... they had Siegfried and another mythical, both supports, both revivers, both revive on death. And then they also had 2 other champions that did... like, they did massive heals, and then one did like a remove debuffs. Works similar to Marishka and Tauros. And yeah, it was just a brutal team. our like the 3 or 4 people we had left in the clan that could use their attack scrolls just could not get through it. They tried many different teams. They tried Fabian teams. They tried like stun and button and cooldowns on their abilities. Kept getting like 2 or 3 of them down, and then they'd revive. Like, it was such a pain of a team to deal with. But the funny thing was, it was a Russian team, like a Russian clan, and they only had 6 wins. But they must be drawing every single week because their entire clan was, you know, 15 to 25 million power. They were, like, every single member. And they all had mythical arena teams. Like, every last one of them was platinum or higher. Like, at least 5 or 6 of the clan members were platinum players. And they had, yeah. Overall, just an annoying fight. And don't ever want to fight them in CVC again. Or not CVC, in Siege again. And then what was more upsetting was they were in the same boat. They couldn't beat us. Like, they couldn't get into our they didn't take down our siege tower, our stronghold. They didn't take down half of our towers, our crypts and stuff. But they couldn't win, but they couldn't lose. And that's what we suspect why they had such few wins, because we've only lost 3 times, I think. And since Siege started, and we've had 2 draws, and they clearly have had tons of draws because we could not beat that last team in the stronghold to take it down. We took down all their towers, their crypts and stuff, but the stronghold being the linchpin on getting the victory chest. A lot of my clanmates would have gotten. They haven't gotten the legendary yet, so they would have gotten her this week if we would have won. So they were just salty. They'll get her next time probably, but they gotta wait another 3 weeks. I haven't checked in with my clan to ask them if anyone else on there got anything from the 2x weekend. I should check our Discord if there's anyone bragging. So yeah, for Siege we did 6,400 star or victory turn count medals, whatever worth. We got all of the chests. We defended 44 of our slots, but we didn't take down their stronghold. And for the clan, did anyone get anything? Someone pulled Candraphone. Someone got Mortu Macabre. Duke Gwendolyn. Someone hit 1.2 billion on our Nightmare Hydra. Kyoku. Yeah, a couple people got some new legendaries. Yeah, that seems to be the gist of what people got. So I'm gonna call it there, guys. I got to get going for the day. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. And like and follow and subscribe if you're able to. And appreciate you for being here. And we'll get the Discord community going. And I'll be back tomorrow morning. Hope you're enjoying the THOLIN series. We're into day 11 tomorrow. All right, have a great rest of the day, guys.